All right, we're back. We're back, and it's going to be a crazy episode, I got to tell you. I've been saving this one. I've been waiting. I've been debating. And I've been thinking, do I want to even open it, or should I wait? Ultimately, I'm going to open it. It's this guy right here. Have a look at that, okay? This is the Machamp 2-player starter deck from 1999. This is the all energy variant on the back, you can see here. And this has a code of W0C06057, okay? So for all you crazy barcode scanners out there that are looking at this, that are trying to determine what kind of Machamp is in here, we're gonna figure it out, we're gonna find out, we're gonna open this thing. And it's gonna be kind of like the most dramatic and least dramatic video at the same time, because this video is probably not gonna be very long, because I'm just literally gonna open the box and see what's in it, and that's gonna be the end of that. Now, there is a few things that I wanna talk about with this Machamp card, or Machamp. First of all is, how do you say it? Because everybody gets mad at me because I just call him Machamp. But I guess he's supposed to be called Machamp. But he ain't Machamp. He's Machamp, I guess. Maybe I'm a dork. The second thing I want to talk about is that this is kind of the most confusing Pokemon card for an initiate to understand, because there's a whole bunch of varieties on this card, and in fact the first edition, which I am basically hunting, has a few varieties as well. What is interesting about this Machamp card is that this card did not necessarily come out in the original set. You couldn't really get this. You had to get it from a special collector's edition. Okay, so we're going to look at a few different varieties of this card here that I already have. We're going to look at the differences between them, okay? So first things first, we've got both first edition cards here, okay? This is what is known as a shadowless card on the left-hand side here. You'll notice that coming down the border side here, right on this image, there's no shadow. And you'll see that there is a shadow on this image. Can you make that out? That's not too hard to understand, right? Both first edition, they have our first edition stamps, and both of them are holos. We can look and see that there's almost like a slightly different bit of a color variation. The one on the left appears to be a little bit more purpley, the one on the right seems to be a little bit more blue, but that could just be the differences and variations of the card, because that happens sometimes. Both of these cards, which I have, are kind of in rough shape. You'll see there's a lot of whitening on them. Try and readjust this light here. So you can see there's a lot of whitening on these. And they're in rough shape. I would say that they're probably both 6s. I did have a Machamp 8 or a Machamp 8. I got rid of it. It was a PSA slab. Now, there is a few variations of this card. There's actually about 5 variations of this card, so we're going to take a look at them and understand that. Before we do, I'm going to show you another version of this card. That is this card that you're seeing right here. This is a special edition 2-player CD-ROM version in the 8. Now, what is different about this? This has a Cosmo foil, which is a little bit different of a foil. You see all of these little specks and flakes. You don't necessarily seem to have those on these, you see. There are some, but it is a sort of different texture, so that's one way to identify it. And then, of course, this is a first edition. It also has a shadow, which is fine. And then furthermore, we'll just go down here. This is on Reddit. Thank you to Pot Jelly from just 4 hours ago. He's talking about the different versions of this card. So you've got the first edition shadowless. That is this card. Then you've got the first edition with the shadow. That is this card. Then you've got the first edition 1999 2000 copyright. That is neither of these. And then you've got the Cosmo foil, and that is the slabbed one that I just showed you. And then there's a non-first edition, non-holo from Trainer Deck A, which is just the standardized sort of card. Now, what are we going to pull out of this box? I'm not exactly sure. Now, there's a few different variations of this box. There is one with energy cards on the back. There is one without energy cards on the back. There is one with the number that is W0C06047. I believe there's almost even a W0C06037 as well. My goodness. But I have done my diligent research and I have determined that I think the best shot at getting this comes from exactly this package with a gold strip around it. Now, I'm not able to find any with a gold strip anywhere, and so we are just going to open this bad boy and we are going to see what essentially comes out of it. Again, like I said, this is going to be either a really exciting video or a video that ends in about 30 seconds because I'm just literally going to open it. It's just going to be on the top of the box, if I'm not mistaken, and then that's it. I'm not even going to go through the other cards. So without further ado, we can take a look at this. We'll move these different variation cards out of the way. Essentially what I'm looking for though is this card, just in a higher quality. This is kind of going to be like our best chance at a gem mid 10. But nonetheless, I guess we're just going to see what comes out of this thing. This is a bit of a piece of history. This thing is over 25 years old. All right, let's open it. I guess I'll open it on the big camera here so we can get the ASMR. You know, these packs. Should I use the rip tab? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, that's it. Dude, it smells like a library. It smells like old paper, which is very, very funny. Okay, this is the moment of truth. You see there's some indentations on it here. Can you see that? So I guess what we're doing is we're hoping that we're going to pull a PSA 10 card out of this in the shadowless. We might not. We might pull a shadow version. I hope we don't, but we're going to find out right here. Okay, we'll just take a little peek in there. See if the card is on the top. It looks like the card is going to be on the bottom. So we're going to do the reveal as, you know, kind of... Okay, it's not in the box, which means it's on the bottom of this pack. Now these originally people talk about were kind of shipped loose. I hear them rattling around. They're definitely not shipped loose in this package. They're not shipped with a plastic insert as well. So this is still undecisive. I'm not sure. But we're gonna have a flip over here, and well, what we'll do is we'll cut it out of here first. Do this very carefully. Just try and get in where there's a little space. I don't want to be scratching any cards or anything. I don't want to go through all the plastic. Oh, there's only one plastic. Okay. I thought maybe these cards were going to be ripped separately. I think that's the Machamp right at the bottom there. Oh, that's a booklet. Okay. It's kind of the most convoluted way to do it. Let's take these gems out. Man, they really just, they didn't care at the time, 25 years ago. They were like, get the plastic on, heat sink that shit. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm trying to preserve the moment of truth, but it's just not functionally viable. Oh god, that's so revealing. Is there a shadow? I can't tell. There it is though. Alright, let's have a look at what these cards are. These are unlimited versions. Wow, they feel so pristine. These are great. This is an excellent set. Most of these are probably, if you're an unlimited collector, excellent to have. Look at all these energies. My gosh, lots of fire energies. So just like, let's smash them with the fire energy, huh? Alright, let's take this out. What else do we have? We got a booklet. We got a rule book. Damn, I didn't even know there was rules. Little piece of history. Wow. Alright, enough of the rule book for now. There's our card. He's looking extremely minty. Extremely minty. We're gonna look at him at the end. These are the starter deck rules. I really hope he's a shadowless. I'm not entirely sure he's going to be. We'll get our little vintage Pokemon beads out. This one seems to have a package. Maybe the other one did have a package as well? No, it didn't. Isn't that weird? Oh, I guess it did. I just bastardized it. Should we open it if it's in the package? I mean, we might as well. I'm going to get them into sleeves anyways. I know that it's sealed. And oh my god, why do you leave it sealed? Well, I'm just going to throw them into a set. I'm going to build an unlimited set. So whatever. These are not even the ones. We got a Dratini. Hey, look at that Machoke. Couple of Machokes. Not bad, right? These are kind of fun. Look at all these fire energies. Alright. Okay, this is going to be it. This is the big moment. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm looking at this card. Let's have a look at it first. It looks pretty nice. It's a little bent, but ultimately I don't see any whitening. I do see a little line there, but it could just be on the exterior side. So this is going to be our best chance for a 10 card here. There is a little bend in it. Do you see? Do you see that bend? But that's not so bad. Okay, moment of truth. We're going to flip it. And I hope it's a shadowless. It might be a shadowed. But we're manifesting a shadowless. If it's a shadowless, it's going to be good. We're going to make our money back, and we are going to be ready to grade. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah! It's a shadowed. Brutal. But it is nice. It appears as though there may even be some hollow scratches. So it's shadowed. We've got a little bit of hollow verticality. Some vertical lines here on the hollow. Let me see if I can isolate and identify them for you. They're very, very faint, but nonetheless they're there. But it's an excellent pack fresh Machamp. Shadowed. Definitely better than this quality that I had. But we've been foiled. The Machamp lie! Now the reason why this video is called the Machamp lie, I'm just going to show you. Because if you look at this pack here, okay, you'll see this pack has a first edition holographic Machamp card in each box, and that Machamp card is a shadowless card. Can we have a look at that up here? And so, they would lead you to believe that you're going to get a shadowless card, but of course, you're not getting a shadowless card at all. The bastards! Well, can't win them all. But I will leave it in this little sleeve here. Maybe what I can do, I wish I could straighten it in this sleeve. Maybe if I put a nice little bit of foam in between it. Because it does have that little bend there. But it's tricky to fold. I might even just send this for grading. I think that's probably what's going to happen. It's looking pretty good. There are some holographic lines on it. It's unfortunate. Maybe those are on the plastic. No, they appear to be embedded in the hologram. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe. We didn't get it. The Machamp hunt continues, and we will see you next time. And I guess I'm just going to have to buy this thing graded. I don't know what else I'm going to have to do about it, because hunting these Machamps, these things are like crazy hard finds, especially in that PSA 10. It's like $2,000. It's maddening. It's driving me crazy. All right. That's going to be it. That's it. Okay. Ciao for now.